Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Plan for drones to monitor beaches for deadly box jellyfish in North Queensland. Could the best line of defence against the most deadly marine creature, the box jellyfish, be found hovering in the skies hundreds of metres above swimmers? Mackay Mayor Greg Williamson and jellyfish experts think so and want drones, already used along the Queensland coastline to detect sharks and crocodiles, to be included in the safety plan for protecting swimmers against the deadly threat. The push for drones to be used at Mackay beaches comes after the death of 14-year-old Mark Angelo, who was stung by a box jellyfish at Eimeo Beach in February. Since then, there have been discussions about how to better patrol and monitor beaches to protect swimmers. Dragging nets have long been relied upon, but Cr Williamson said they provided a false sense of security. Dragging a beach is only 5% effective in determining whether that beach is safe to swim at or not, he said. That is why dragging a beach is useless, because stingers can swim at 4 knots, 7.4 kilometres an hour, and by the time you get out of the water from a drag, they in Cr Williamson said a meeting with Surf Lifesaving Queensland, stinger experts and volunteer lifesavers had committed to setting up a working group and developing practical solutions. Time is of the essence. The first thing we need is signage that is eye-catching, that says if you don't abide by these simple rules of wearing protective clothing, you might die, he said. The drones would use cameras that would feed vision back to operators on the ground, who would be able to see if a school of jellyfish was making its way towards beachgoers. As box jellyfish don't hunt in isolation but clusters, they are visible from the air. However, Professor Michael Kingsford from James Cook University said water quality and weather conditions could pose issues in detecting box jellyfish. These guys are often in quite murky water, they amazingly transparent, so they quite difficult to see, he said. You need a multifaceted sort of approach. People shouldn't be waiting for the ultimate solution. Jellyfish RATs and creams. Professor Kingsford says work is also being done on a testing kit that would detect jellyfish DNA in the water. If you identify part of the DNA that identifies it as a species, you have to make sure that it is very robust and doesn't get confused with other species that are either jellyfish or not. We're hoping with this technique that it will be like the RATs that we use for covered. In another development aimed at protecting swimmers, trials are underway in Europe to test a topical cream that acts as a repellent against jellyfish. But Professor Kingsford said such creams could also prove problematic. The trouble is, it is only as good as the person applying it, he said. It is like sunscreen, you end up with those patches of red on your body, you miss. The same is true for jellyfish creams. I'd have to say, a much more reliable method is a stinger suit, despite not always looking like a fashion icon. Deadly predators are actually hunting. Cr Williamson said commonly held beliefs about the box jellyfish were wrong and played down the threat they posed. Read more. They herd their prey into shallow water, they not just a lump of jelly floating around in the water. It is not floating, it is actually hunting. He said information from stinger expert Dr Jamie Seymour indicated the drones and cameras could provide 90% effectiveness in detecting the jellyfish. Authorities are continuing to urge people to wear protective clothing when swimming at North Queensland beaches. Cr Williamson said he would like to see the drones rolled out at Eimeo and Sarina beaches by next summer.